Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Adam here with Indie Farm Life. I'm out at my favorite place today, the pond, and I got some improvements for our beach. Let me show you what's going on. As much as I love this thing, it is just one big project. One of which is trying to get rid of the algae. My bio blocks haven't caught up yet, and I could use about 12 inches of water. You can see how much we've fallen off there on the line on the overflow. 12 inches of water on an acre. Yeah, that's a cool 326,000 gallons. Could use some rain. But the focus isn't about the pond itself today, more so the beach. I put the beach in a couple weeks ago, and now we're gonna clean things up a little bit. I got some 2x12s that I'm gonna line the backside there with. I don't know that I have enough here, or if I even want them here at that point. But gonna put some 2x12s at the back of the beach here to keep the sand from spilling out. And then I'm going to replicate my beach canopy that's out there on the dock right here. I got a triangle shade on the way from Amazon. I'll link that below. So I'm going to drill a post hole here, one out that way. It's 24 feet this way, 24 feet that way, and then I think 32 or 33 feet across. It's a right triangle shade. So we'll have a backstop to our sand, a big shaded area, and I also have 2 truckloads of gravel on the way, 53, so I can bring the road on out. Let's go take a look at the materials. So we got 5 2x12 by 16s for the back. I'm going to use rebars to kind of stake them in. 20 bags of concrete, which is probably overkill, but that's my style. 3 21-foot long top rails for chain link fence. I found these are great flagpoles. I use these on the dock. Those were 10 foot though, and these are the 1 5/8 inch diameter. They sell some bigger ones, but they were on order if you wanted them. They might be a little flimsy, so I may have to fill them with concrete, we'll see. And those are gonna slide down into these fence posts for chain link fence. These are the line fence posts. The corner posts are a little bit bigger, but it's a decent fit. This is 1 3/8. If I said 1 5/8, I apologize. Those are 1 3/8 diameter, 1 5/8 on the posts there, so they slide in nice. So given that I've done most of this once before, hopefully things go pretty smoothly. It's a very temperate 96 degrees today, so I picked the absolute best day to be mixing concrete and pouring in a hole. So we'll see how things go. If the video doesn't ever get finished, that's because I passed out of heat stroke. But I'm sure I'll be jumping in the pond at some point. Like step 1, I'm gonna start with the boards, get the tractor out, clean up all the sand, and make a nice clean edge to drop these in. Do you guys ever get treated lumber that is so wet it feels like it's a sponge? I got some of those today. And a 2x12 by 16, not heavy at all, I promise. Sides are just gonna get a short 8-foot piece. The water starts to come up quite a bit, and I don't want them underwater. I got 8 pieces of rebar cut. I went up to the house and used the angle grinder with a cutoff wheel. The wheel's not great, so I stopped before I got injured. I was gonna try the bolt cutters, but 5/8 is just way too big for even the giant bolt cutters I have. My neighbor's got an electric cutoff saw. I'll use that at some point, or electric hacksaw if you want to call it that. May see if I can borrow that. But 8 will get me going. I'm honestly a little bit nervous. I wouldn't say nervous, but wondering how difficult it is going to be to drive these into the ground. We haven't had rain in probably 6 weeks. And even more of a concern is the post holes with the tractor when I'm down here drilling. I was just kidding. So I got my boards all the way across the back. I know it's not straight or level or pretty, and I'll fix it a little bit. I'll shimmy them up and down as I backfill, but this is really function over form. Just want the sand to stay up there and not come down here where the gravel is going to be. They'll straighten up just fine. But now I'm going to drill my holes for the flagpoles. I'm going to put them all inside the sand. So I'm going to do one right here in the corner. I'll probably drill it first and then measure to the center, 24 feet down and 24 feet down. Got to go swap the box blade for post hole digger, which is always fun. So that was an absolute joy and a pleasure. It's on there though. Gonna start here. I mentioned 24 feet apart. The sail itself is 24 feet. I'll probably put these almost 26 apart. Out there, it's a 16-foot span between those with a 14-foot sail. I don't want to have a situation where the sail stretches and then I'm too close with these posts.
It'll be a long afternoon if I have to do this. At least I know the one down by the water should work. I still have that angle grinder out. I'm gonna go try to sharpen these, see if that helps at all. All right, I got them sharpened up. I'm hopeful that it works, we'll see. Worst case, I brought a pair of post hole diggers and a spade out here. If I have to use those, this video may never be published. All right, this is officially terrible. I'll see you guys when I have 3 holes. I'll tell you how I did it. That works? Yeah.
Right there? Okay.
Yeah. You're right on top of it.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I bought so much aggregate from these guys. Quad axles though, man. And look at that park job right on top of the orange rock I painted there. That's a whole lot of 53. Probably more than I need, but it's kind of how I do it. It's a really nice truck. Aluminum bed. Alright, so I got one of my holes drilled out here with the one I was working on. I tell you, I was like a kid on Christmas when this thing found some soft ground and just started eating. It's about 4.5 feet deep. I said I'll do it. Took a bucket of water, filled it up in there, and just like the pond, it didn't go anywhere. It was like it's clay. But I just kind of sloshed it around and sat there for about 5 minutes before it really went down. I'll try to catch one of these on camera for you guys. I feel like I'm about ready to have a breakthrough on this one, so I thought you guys might like to see how the post hole digger is actually supposed to work. My helper came out here. So I think I'm about ready for concrete, and man, the hole down that way really filled up with water fast, not surprisingly. But when I go to put the posts in, I drilled them out with a hole saw so I can use this to help keep them level. So I'll have about 4.5 or 5 feet maybe above grade, help keep them level as the concrete sets up. Easier than trying to build some kind of form. He wants my tool belt, tool bucket. Also, I failed to mention that I am going to put duct tape on the end of these pipes so they don't fill up with concrete. They're going to get water in them at some point. I'm not that worried about it, but I don't want them full of concrete. And just for extra measure, I might take that plug that I drilled out and just tape it on there. This hole's filling up pretty fast with water, so I'm going to clean it out a little bit and then throw some 53 in the bottom.
Mommy doesn't know what this is. What is this?
That's a linchpin.
Try to be nice. Try to help you. My job. I won't go in that mud because it's wet. I'm good that I'm helping you. What are you making? You're doing a great job. That's good that I'm helping you so you don't get all dusty.
I'm a little dusty.
That's okay. You can take a shower and you go inside. Dad.
What?
I brought my tractor in case I gotta put dirt in it. Good idea, right? We got our tractors out today because we're working on something today. We got a shovel. Think we're doing a good job?
I sure hope so.
Don't fall in the pond. I smell something. I know what I'm thinking. We should do something with my shovel. It's gonna be a good idea. I'm dumping it right here. I'm gonna put some of this sand in my trailer, okay?
All right, that'll work. Keep filling her full of concrete. Check back in with you guys when I have these 3 set. So I got all 3 posts set. Ended up using 6 bags of concrete per post, which is 360 pounds. I don't think they're going anywhere. Before I set these posts, I almost switched and used PVC, Schedule 40, but then realized that 1.5 inch, which is what I would need to be the sleeve that would be the tightest on these, isn't very strong, and these are a lot stronger. Long term, these are going to rust, corrode, and who knows, but push come to shove, I could always just leave the top rail in there 24/7 and not be a big deal. So I thought I'd go this route for the extra strength. So I'm closing in. I got all my boards set. I ended up screwing them together so the top's all lined up, still a little wavy, but then I had to come back and backfill with some loose clay underneath so that when I put the sand through, it didn't, fireworks, so that when I put the sand through, it didn't come spilling out the bottom. So again, function over form. What's crazy is 6 loads of that sand, probably 250,000 pounds or so, and I still have that one to spread, but my foreman won't let me spread it until him and his buddy are done playing on it. I still think I might need more sand. Also, long term, if you look over there at the overflow, half of this beach is going to be gone, and this back wall may ultimately get moved back a little bit. But I'm going to spread the gravel now, and then I will jump back on here at the end and show you guys the finished product with the canopy up and everything. It should be here later this afternoon. Also, if you made it this far in the video, comment below and tell me, how many ton of gravel do you think this is? This is 2 loads in an aluminum bed quad axle. And I make a point of saying aluminum bed because these piles are noticeably bigger than when it comes at a traditional dump truck or a steel bed. Comment below, maybe I'll send someone, maybe I'll send the win or something. Looking all right. Honestly, I have way more stone than I need, which is fine because I need to fix my driveway by the house. So what I might do, and I should get the back out for this, but I'm just gonna maybe bulldoze this pile over a little bit so that this road actually is usable for the time being. So I'll grade it out here by the tractor a little bit and then maybe bulldoze this pile down. right, I'm gonna say we are set. Well, got canopies everywhere. Having a little get together today. That far pole there still has a little bit of lean to it, and if you notice, the clip is all the way up on that one versus the other two, or it's kind of half mast. So I'd expect that one to bend and sway a little bit more. But what I may do is put a guy wire on that down to that log or a cinder block or something. It'd be some good shade though, especially because in the afternoon the sun will be about right here, so it'll be nice on the beach. Because this sand is hot. Get a better vantage point. What do you think? Not too shabby. So there you have it. A beach set up on a farm pond. Now we don't have to go anywhere. As always, thanks for swinging through the channel and checking out this video. If you need me, I'm going to be sitting right here with my toes in the sand. Hit that subscribe button. Come back and see me sometime soon, guys. Take care.